I probably done already grew my wings.
Elevated, chasing dreams, and healing was the means.
Almost drowned in that water.
Love sardines, hot sauce, mustard. Oh, how I miss you. I miss you. Oh, shit. I'm not resting. Look at this home. The coconut is crazy. Okay, let's see. What up, beautiful people? Welcome back to my channel. It's Simple Like Love. Hello. So this is what my hair, I wanted it to look like the first time I did the video. My last video last week. But it was so fresh. It was so fresh out the little pipe cleaners. It's all you seen was like the little curlies like this. But I like when it get loose and it's just like this and the curls drop and it look like a little bob. And I'm bobbing it out and stuff. But I digress. It's not about my hair today. Yes, ma'am. So this is the third video on this long page that I'm still trying to figure it out. We're trying to figure it out together. First of all, how y'all doing today? Y'all doing good? I hope so. I really hope so. I guess this episode is about communicating. You know what I'm saying? How are you communicating? How's your heart? I am wrinkled. That is it. Now, I knew I was wrinkled before I pressed play. I knew I was wrinkled before I pressed play. But when you see it, when it comes to light, you really know how wrinkled you are. I digress. We're here. Next time, stay ready so you won't have to get ready. You won't have to be upset when you're not. Okay, for sure. Anyways, this episode is going to be about communicating and when addressing the issues. Make sure your feelings are in check first. Make sure you didn't analyze everything that bothered you. Make sure you see all the places that you possibly could have went wrong, and when you're ready to bring it to that person, take it to the chin. You don't have to explain yourself too much, especially if you're the one who did the hurting. Yeah, take it to the chin. Help me see what I need to say on this video. Looking to understand what the person is actually saying. What is the person saying? What are you trying to say when communicating and addressing the issue? You know what I'm saying? Okay. And also know when to move, know when to stop talking, know when to just listen, know when to just drop it and come back to it another day, or just accept that it is what it is and it ain't what it ain't gonna be. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times when you're communicating, it's not just about you. On my last video, I think I started off by saying there's multiple sides to one situation, one story. And when you see the full picture and get out of your own self, you know what I'm saying? Take the other person's thoughts, their heart, their mind, their spirit, their progress, their current situation into consideration. You're going to see, like, I don't know why this is coming up, but because I never really talked about it on, but it's like literally keep pumping up. So I have one of my sisters on my daddy's side. She was going through a lot we both was going through, I now know it as my awakening time, when God was really knocking on my door. He wanted change from both of us. We had went to go celebrate another one of our sisters on my daddy's side's birthday, and on the way back, she was just going through a lot of stuff, and like, it was like she was right here and I was like 2 steps ahead, so I knew where she was right here. So I was like, yeah, girl, you just gotta do this and this a word, and I know now, at the moment, all she needed was for me to just listen. And at the moment, all I wanted to do was just communicate and just get it off because, like, essentially I was sharing the darkness I had just got out of. I wanted to share it because I know what helped me. And she just wanted to express what she's feeling at that moment, what she was feeling at that moment. And it got to a point to where she was yelling and she was like beating on the car. She was like, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up. And I was just like, I'm just trying to help you. Like, I know, I understand what you're saying. I got the answers. I got the key. Like, I'm trying to help you, blah, blah, blah. And it got to the point where she opened the door and she's like, I'm going to jump out. I'm going to jump out if you don't shut the fuck up. And I was about to say something, but like, I think I looked at her because I was still driving. We was on the highway, on the overpass, like, it was wild. And I got scared. Not for nothing, but it was like in another universe. I saw her actually jump out the car, so I was scared. I love my sister so dearly. I would never want her to do that and then me experience that. So I shut the fuck up. And at the time, I didn't even know it, but I said a prayer in my heart and in my mind, and we was quiet. And at the time, I was just listening to a whole lot of J. Cole. And you already know, people who know me, I was listening to a whole lot of Kevin Gates, old Kevin Gates. And every song that came on was addressing a little bit of like what she was going through. And then the next song was like how you get out of it. It was like that for like 2 hours. And she was like, after a while, like, you felt the tension go down in the room, in the car, and she was just like, I just want to ride. Let's just ride. And I think I pulled over and got her some cigarettes or something like that. I probably was still smoking weed at the time, so we probably was smoking too. But we rode for like 2 hours, and we just let God use the music to come off and say what I wanted to say, but also what she needed to hear. And even some things I need to hear about, like, just sometimes you just gotta let it be. And I learned a very, very important lesson about communication. Because, baby, I'm an Aquarius, okay? So, like, I can keep going on the subject, and I don't care how high or intense it gets. I'm still, in my mind, we're still communicating. But to other people, it's like, I'm not letting it go, or I'm dragging it, or I'm starting stuff, or I have an attitude. When really, like, I like to go deep. I like to keep talking about it until we get the answer, until we get the solution, until we get to the bottom of what it is. Because that's most Aquariuses, especially Aquariuses I know, baby. We'll be all in one room. We be all in one room, and I'd be like, y'all, this is too many. It's like 5 of us. 5 Aquariuses, 1 Capricorn, and 1 Virgo. So we be up in there just talking, but then at the same, like, okay, let it go. Let it go. Yeah, but I learned a lot from that one situation, and I'm thankful that I did. Because we learned a lot about each other. But when communicating anyways, like I said, you have to know that sometimes it's not all about you when you're trying to talk and communicate and help or guide or teach. You have to know that that's a person who's been through things, who, have feelings too. And sometimes you gotta come off a high horse to understand. And when you understand, you still don't have to coddle. Like I said in my last video, you can still tell somebody what you have to say humbly, respectfully. It's all about hitting the heart posture. You know what I'm saying? and speaking intentionally. My homegirl just said last night, she was like, we was talking about holding people accountable, and we all in the military, and we was talking about military bearing, and sometimes we just, at the end of the day, we really just don't have it, cause and I said this last night, I'll be wanting military bearing out of everybody. Like, damn, like, why are we not more like get it together? But at the same time, if you coming around me and trying to demand that, you're not getting that, because I'm a little, yeah, I see how I'm the problem, but I'm also the solution because I know better. But we was talking about military bearing, and she was like, it's all about holding people accountable. I forgot where I was going. So my idea when you communicate to somebody, always come from a respectful posture. So you don't want nobody to yell at you, don't go in there yelling at somebody else. Respect. I respect myself. I got to a point where I respect myself enough to respect everybody around me. Why? Because I know how I want to be respected. That's that whole treat people how you want to be treated concept coming from when you was a kid. When I started respecting myself on a whole nother level, I started respecting people on a whole nother level. Not just because I know how I want to be treated, but that's what I operate in. So that's what exudes from me, just respect. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Value, because it's in here. So I don't have no petty, no shade, no irritation, no hate. Like, I don't have that in here, so I can't display it. That makes sense? But deeper than that, when I wasn't being respected, I always wanted to be respected. So I always keep that in mind. Like, this person probably won't respect. Like, I don't know what this person is going through. So I always start with a respectful heart posture. Then when I go to talk, I focus on what am I trying to say. I'm trying to educate them on what is the point and the moral of my what I'm saying, because words are so powerful. And let me bring it back. That's why music is so important to me, because like I said, me and my sister was in that car, and I know the intentions behind J. Cole and Kevin Gates behind their music, because in a time where we needed answers and peace and something to calm the energy down in that car that could have went left, it exuded from their music, because they used their words, because words are so powerful. So that's why you speak when you need to speak. Speak intentionally. So when I go to communicate, what am I trying to educate? What am I trying to come across? What is the intentions behind the words that I'm saying? And make sure I say what I mean and mean what I say. And if I don't know how to say it, make sure that I know how to explain it in another way so they can get it. When I first got to the ship, a man was talking to some junior sailors, and he was like, yeah, he was just like, I tell him what I gotta say and that's it. I tell him what I gotta say and that's it, or whatever. And I was like, well, you should break it down. He was like, yeah, you look like the type who will sugarcoat shit for people. I said, it's not really sugarcoating, but when I talk to people, I want them to understand what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell them what it is, but I also want them to understand what I'm saying, so I won't get irritated when they do it wrong, when they mess up, or when they don't give a fuck. Because at the end of the day, I made sure they understood what I was saying. You know what I'm saying? It's not about sugarcoating or whatever. I don't know, but I hope y'all got that message or whatever. Yeah. So I that's in the educated part. What am I trying to say while I'm talking to somebody? And then one thing that everyone has in common, if they didn't, they wouldn't be here. Everybody has a heart. I don't care what somebody has been through. You can hit them in the heart. That's all I got. Like, you know how some movies you can watch some movies you can watch and you can just start crying because it's just so beautiful, because it hits you in your heart, like the right words, the essence, the feel of the movie. Yo, I'm sorry, this little top is about art. I love art so much. I love TV shows, I love movies, and I love good music. Of course I love painting because I'm not your girl's a painter, but good art, jeez Louise, like it can hit, it can open, it can start a conversation, it can change the world, it can heal, it can guide, it can educate, like good art. And it hits somebody somewhere, mostly in the heart. So when you're trying to communicate, make sure you hit them in the heart and sympathize and empathize with the situation if you can. And don't forget to see the person. See if that like when we was in that car and that happened, I really saw how hurt my sister was. I really saw how broken she was. I really saw how lost she was. I really saw that. Like, I had the idea because I was there, but I really, really saw it when I saw how far she was willing to take it. You know what I'm saying? And then I thought back, because my mind moves really, really fast. Really, really fast sometimes. So even when I saw that moment that I looked at her and I shut my mouth, I thought about all the things that she has been through growing up versus what I've been through. And yeah, I've been through some things, but our stories are different. So I took that in consideration. I saw all of that, yeah. So to this day, well, I always did love and respect my sister, but I still love and respect her down because she's still standing. She's still figuring out this thing called life. And I love her for that. I love all my sisters for that. I love all of my people for that, because this life got a way of like. But yeah, I think that was really it. It's not too crazy, not too long. Just don't forget to communicate. It's time to have some healthy communication. So last episode, I was talking about holding people accountable, not sparing feelings, but in the same time now, all this is about, it's the balance of it all. That's what it's giving. All these episodes from this one little thing, this one page, is understanding the balance of it all. Because, yeah, knowing your triggers, understanding yourself is important. Then that was video number 1. Number 2 was holding people accountable and not sparing other people's feelings. Now that you know what you know about yourself and understand what you know and all this stuff like that. And number 3 is how you put it all together and have healthy conversations. And I really, really pray in the name of Jesus that I've explained having conversations to the best of my abilities to y'all, I really, really hope I did. Yeah. Everything is a balance. And once you understand the balance, it helps you operate a little bit better, heal a little more, help a little, and stuff like that. That's good. By the time this come out, I heard my song didn't drop, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm supposed to go to the studio this weekend. It's been a long time since I've been in the studio. Not really. It's been like a couple months. But I hope you like it. I hope you like it. And I'm going to just say this just in case it did drop. After this is posted, like 20 minutes, because this video probably will be like 20 minutes or so, I'm gonna drop the full song, and I hope you like it. I hope it's good, because the person who's supposed to be on it probably not gonna be on anymore. I digress. Y'all stay amazing, okay? Peace and love until next time. Okay. Oh wait, I don't have a song. What's my song? What's my song for today? I got 2 songs that came in my head. The song I was listening to last night that kept coming to my head Wait, the song right now is keep your head up. Don't say that you love him. All that is hurting. You know you're strong. Help yourself and never carry alone. Y'all know that song? I know y'all know that song. I'm gonna listen to that when I cut this off. And my other song last night was when your mind keeps telling you had enough, and your heart keeps saying don't give up. Who are we to be questioning, wondering what is what? Don't give up. Do it all, just stand up. You got it in you, find it within. You got it in you, find it within. Y'all know that song, Stand Up? With Beyonce, Mariah Carey, Mary J. Blige. I think Rihanna was on it. Miley Cyrus. When your heart keeps telling you don't give up. Who are we to be questioning, wondering what is what? Don't give up. Do it all, just stand up. You know what? I'm not a political girl. I really don't worry about what's going like really inside of the world, what's going on inside of the world. But just now, it hit me like a ton of bricks because that song was a song for Haiti because they were going through their disaster. And around that time, that's when it was a real shift and everybody started making like good uplifting music. I believe we had We Are the World Part 2 with like the rappers and all that. And the positivity, like it got us here to lock in together. And I feel like, because that's what just came on me, and it was like all that drama that was happening elsewhere, it was supposed to set off a movement like how they did with Haiti when I was growing up, but it didn't happen because we got too much on social media that we know and understand, so it didn't happen like how it was supposed to happen. So their way of controlling or whatever, it didn't happen. Look at my painting. It's blurry back there, but this is the Women's Month painting, and my painting of, Overflow.
Elevated, chasing dreams, and healing was the means. Almost drowned in that water, glad it came with lucid dreams. Visions of royal.